But many people don't have a 102-year-old grandmother. Come on, Grandma.
I can't. I don't dance, you know.
A little spin, Grandma. Grandma says she's not doing the spin now. Come on, y'all. You're asking for too much now. So what pearls of wisdom would you give to individuals on how to live a full life, Grandma? Hello. Welcome to the Twin Sister Docs podcast. I am Dr. Maddie Wardlaw. And I am Dr. Elena McDonald. And together, we are the Twin Sister Docs. Today, we have a surprise guest in studio. And this is our grandmother, Maddie Wardlaw. Grandma is 102 years old. And she is here today to share her words of wisdom. Grandma is a mother of 6. She is a grandmother to many, a great-grandmother to many. She is a retired RN, and she is a wealth of knowledge. And so with that, we have welcomed Grandma to the Twin Sister Docs podcast. Hey, Grandma.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for joining us. Grandma, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from, Grandma?
Originally, I'm from Suffolk, Virginia. I was raised in North Carolina. After my mother died when I was 5 years old, and I was raised by my uncle and aunt on a farm. It was really nice.
Okay.
I loved it. The only thing I didn't like about the farm was the snakes that, you know, but they weren't in the yard. But if I went anywhere, I would usually see a snake. But that was it.
Well, I don't like snakes now, Grandma. I don't like anything that slithers.
I still don't like them.
So, Grandma, now, you live in New Jersey now.
Yes.
How long have you been there, Grandma?
I've been there since 1978.
1978. Okay. All right. How many children do you have, Grandma?
6.
6 children. Okay. And do you have any brothers and sisters that are still living, Grandma?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, at 102 years old, that's to be expected. We're in 2025 now. Can you tell us a little bit how things are different from when you were navigating the medical healthcare system, Grandma?
Well, everything is just different from what it was then. The way you treat the patients, you know. At that time, we had to give every patient a complete bath, unless the patient were able to go to the bathroom. But now, I think, which is good, the treatment of the patient takes precedence over, but not over being clean, you know, but it's just not quite as important as getting the patient well.
I agree with you 1,000%, Grandma. So, Grandma, you were a nurse.
Yes.
Yes. And you worked in hospitals here. And did you work in Philadelphia, Grandma?
Yes.
Okay.
I worked in Philadelphia. I worked at what was Jeffray's Medical Center at 8th and Girard. I worked there for about 20 years. And then I left there and went to Kensington Hospital. But
Okay. Grandma, were there many other Black nurses during the time that you were nursing?
yes, but it wasn't as many RNs as you have today, you know. I guess as you have today. I don't know. I've been out of business for about 7, 8 years now, 10 years. Anyway, so it's different now from what it was, you know. From what it was. For the best, I think.
Yeah. Grandma, question. When you were younger, did they have vaccines?
When I was young, the first, you know, we had was a polio vaccine. I was maybe 10, 11, or 12, somewhere in that range, because that summer, the it was just seemed to be raging over the country, and I remember that I couldn't go anywhere that summer. They made all the children had to stay home. You couldn't go to gatherings, because for some reason they thought the children passed it. I don't know what the reason for it was, but I know I had to stay home. I couldn't go anywhere the whole summer. Uh,
So, to your point, Grandma, the polio vaccine was one of the first vaccines that was given out across the country. And it has made a huge difference. And it started the pathway of many other vaccines that we have today.
yes. At this point in time, I could have just named the ones that came after that, but it was one of the first. It was one of the first.
It was one of the first, Grandmama, and many have come afterwards. And so now we still use vaccines today to protect the community and protect individuals. Grandma, what is your thought on vaccines?
Well, actually, I think they're good. I mean, that's my personal thing. Uh, I uh, I see mothers that don't want the children to have it, and I don't understand that. If there's a possibility that my child is going to get it and there is a vaccine, then I will go for it. But a lot of people have more fear of the vaccine than they have of the disease. And I think, well, you should trust the medical people. I mean, they're not right all the time. No one is right all the time. But they're pretty high on any 90%.
So, Grandma, did you see cases of measles? Did you see cases of mumps?
Yes, I saw case. Actually, I didn't have mumps until I was in high school. I had measles earlier, and I guess I was probably about 7 or 8 years old because I remember my mother. I had all these bumps on me, and I don't know what she would put it. She would put all this stuff over me, and she would put wax paper down in the chair, you know. So I guess that would keep it from the material of the chair absorbing it, and that's what I remember most about that. I had all this stuff all over me, and all this paper covering me up, It wasn't bad, but
Okay, Grandma, I have a question. With medicine changing over, medicine changes. Can you think of some things that have really stood out or some advances in medicine that have stood out for you, either during your medical career or now that you have passed the century mark? Like, can you give us some instances where you have seen some big changes in medicine, whether it is treatment of diseases or technology?
treatment, yes. I mean, the real big thing that I observed was the treatment of tuberculosis. That was, I mean, a lot of people had that, and the treatment of that, I think, was good. So many people, I can remember the first case I had of tuberculosis. He was treated, and he would not do what the doctor said. He didn't want to take his medicine, anything. At this point in time, I don't remember the medication or anything like that, but he didn't take it. And I remember he died, And I was so frustrated because I thought if he had just done what the doctor told him to do, maybe, he would have lived. I don't know. But I was always for the vaccine and vaccination, whatever, because I really believed and I saw instances where it really helped people and it was a good thing.
Well, we agree. We agree with you, Grandma.
Okay, good.
Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that, Grandma. Now, Grandma, at 102 years old, what things do you do to help keep you so vibrant? I mean, you're moving, you walk up those steps better than me, Grandma.
One thing, I never ate a lot. I from a child on, I never ate a lot, you know. And now I still don't eat a lot, you know, at the time. Maybe, I'm not saying it does have anything to do with it, but maybe it does. I don't know.
Well, I think portion control is very important. So if people monitor how much they're eating and they're not overeating, then it can impact their weight. Grandma, what are some of the things that you like to eat?
I was probably about 5 years old, and I loved sugar. And on the kitchen table, my mother had this wooden sugar box, you know. It was 5 pounds of sugar. And we were living on the farm, you know. And she went out to see about the chickens or whatever, I don't know. So I got up to the chair and got on the table to get me some sugar. And of course, I fell on the floor. The sugar fell on the floor. The box fell on the sugar. And when she came in the door, I was on the floor with 5 pounds of sugar surrounding me. That was something she always told on me because I love sugar.
Even after falling off the table with all the sugar, you still eat sugar, Grandma?
I still eat sugar. If no one was looking, of course I wasn't allowed to do it, but.
So, Grandma, now as you've gotten older, can you tell us, like, what do you put in your diet? Because we all want to know how to live to 102 years old.
I don't know, but the first thing I can say is don't overeat.
Okay.
Don't overeat. Know when you get full, don't overeat. And don't eat too many starches. I don't know.
There you have it. Okay. 2 key pieces of advice when you're trying to eat healthier. Okay. Don't overeat. And pay attention to the starches.
Don't overeat. And especially at night, you know, when you're going to bed. And it's really not good for the body, my opinion.
Point number 3. You don't need the Twin Sisters doctor to tell you all this. Grandma has all the information that we need. Here, do you get up and walk around every day?
Yes.
Very important. At 102, getting up and walking around is good physical activity.
Yeah, I walk all day. My husband used to say that I walk at least 50 miles a day in the house.
So, Grandma, for those people who have Apple Watches, she's getting her steps in.
But you know, you just move a lot, that's all.
Well, again, Grandma said move a lot. Please do. You have to stay active. Grandma, what would you say for over your lifespan, Grandma? What has been, or what piece of advice would you give to, you know, not only us, you know, as your grandchildren, we have the benefit of being able to talk to you and see you. But many people don't have a 102-year-old grandmother. So what pearls of wisdom would you give to individuals on how to live a full life, Grandma?
Number 1, don't overeat. Don't overeat. Keep your intake down. And watch what you eat, you know. Not a lot of starches. And I can't say that because I eat a lot of ice cream, but I usually work it off because I'm always moving around, you know. But that's the best advice I can give people is don't overeat. Don't overeat, and especially don't go to bed after you eat a big meal, you know. That's going to happen sometimes, you know. You know, you have celebrations and etc. And you do eat a big meal, and after that you go to bed. But don't make it a habit.
So this is Grandma's way of telling you it's all about moderation. It's all about moderation. And so you're not having a birthday celebration every day of the week. There's not a holiday every day of the week. So if you're eating healthy most of the time, then you can do that. every once in a while. And as I always tell my patients, no such thing as a bedtime snack. Grandma has told us about 2 or 3 times. Don't eat before you go to bed.
Hey, oh, hey. And just watch what you eat, you know. Just watch what you eat, and just don't overeat. Unless it's in the middle of the day, you know you're going to be doing a lot of stuff, you know. But I still don't advise overeating.
Okay. Thank you, Grandma. I mean, I just think this is amazing. I mean, I see Grandma, you know, but this is amazing for Grandma at 102 to have so many recollections and to be able to share them and to be able to give advice on how we can live our best life and hopefully see a century mark as well. Yes, yes. So, Grandma, can you show us some of those dances that have made you so popular? Dances? Yes, can you show us your dances? We saw you on TikTok, Grandma.
I still can't dance. I still can't dance, you know. I just didn't have that ability. You know, some people just naturally dance, you know. I couldn't. Now, my brothers could. My one brother could. My other brother was just like me. He couldn't dance either. But my older brother could dance. He was a real good dancer.
So Grandma keeps she's very mobile. She keeps moving. She keeps a good dietary habit. She doesn't overeat. She eats ice cream, but that's okay. At 102 years old.
Oh, I eat ice cream every day, just about.
Well,
I don't eat a lot, you know. It's probably just about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 at the most. But I do eat ice cream every night, just about.
When you get to 102, I think sometimes you can give yourself that grace and eat that ice cream, Grandma.
I do. I eat my ice cream. But other than that, you know, I just don't overeat, you know. And when my children was young, you know, I had 6. And I could never sit down to eat because somebody was always eating off my plate.
The life of a mom, right? Always running around, and whatever you eat, they're eating.
They eat. If you fix your plate, they have already eaten, and they'll come and eat part of yours. And I never ate all of my food. I didn't get a chance.
Grandma, you've seen many of events in the United States. And so you've voted for many presidents. So who would you say was the most influential president for you, Grandma?
I would say, for me, Carter.
Okay.
Carter, he had the ideas, you know, that he wanted to do. Of course, Congress didn't go along with him on everything. But as far as I was concerned, Carter was the best president for me.
So President Jimmy Carter.
Huh?
President Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
Yes. He was another one who lived to 100 years old.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he lived to 100 years old as well.
I think his wife did too, didn't she? Oh, she died 90-something, I think.
Not sure about his wife. Well, not sure about his wife, but I know that it was prominent for Jimmy Carter, obviously, because he was U.S. president. And 2, he wanted to make sure he had the opportunity to vote in the last presidential election. And so they made light of that.
Jimmy Carter would have done more if he could have.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's always Congress and the big, well, I won't say that. Anyway, was always somebody, you know, sort of to turn it around. Yes. And not let it go. But he had the best ideas for the country, I think.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Great.
And everybody said he was a peanut farmer. I think it was a peanut farmer or something like that.
He was a farmer? You know better than us, Grandma. You know better than us. But Grandma, we're still waiting on a woman president. We haven't seen that happen yet.
Not yet. And I started to say I'm waiting to see one, but I'm quite sure I won't. But anyway, I think that would be good for the country.
Well, never say never, Grandma.
No, I'm not saying never. I said probably not in my lifetime, but it's coming.
Yes, I agree.
It's coming. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Grandma, what type of activities do you do? Because we've seen you dancing all over the internet, Grandma. So what type of activities do you do to keep you so vibrant and moving and so mobile?
I don't do any exercise or anything. You
We're
know?
going to get up and show the folks your dance moves that got you millions of likes on TikTok. Come on, Grandma.
I can't. I don't dance, you know. I have to have somebody.
Come on. All right. You got it. Ready?
Let's see. Now what?
We're going to do a two-step. Let's do a two-step, Grandma.
What?
Do a two-step. Come on, Grandma. Hey. Here we go. Hey. Go ahead, Grandma. A little spin, Grandma. Grandma says she's not doing the spin now. Come on, y'all. I got asking for too much now.
Oh, really?
Grandma, thank you for joining our podcast.
Okay,
Once
thank you
again,
for having me.
This is our grandma, Maddie Wardlaw, 102 years old. Again, words of wisdom. Thank you for joining us, Grandma.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I love you too.
Oh, Grandma.
You added something to my family.